Kunzman, MD, and today we are going to talk about lecithin, which is one of my favorite substances that I use nearly on a daily basis. So lecithin is somewhat of a generic term that is designated to any group of a yellow or brownish fatty substance that occurs in some animal and plant tissue. And we describe it as amphiphilic. So in other words, it can attract the water and the fatty substances. And when we see it used in the culinary world, it is used for smoothing some of the food textures. It will emulsify some fats. It will homogenize liquid mixtures, and it can actually repel some sticky materials. Now, it is produced in the human body, and it is found in most of the bigger organs, including the heart, liver, and the kidneys. Now, our body will use this lecithin to produce HDL lipoproteins, so high-density lipoproteins. And as a reminder, in our slang terminology, people call this our good cholesterol. So, one of the big benefits of lecithin is that it will break up cholesterol and fats in our body, and it is quite advisable to consume some of this when you want to lose weight, and it can actually help to increase your body's metabolic rate. And one of the benefits that I notice, and I remind a lot of my elderly patients, especially those that are noticing some memory impairment, lecithin will use vitamin A, E, K, and D, which are the fat-soluble vitamins, and it helps promote them and promote better concentration and memory. So it is even advised in the Alzheimer's patient to be included on a daily basis in their diet. Now, that same lecithin can cleanse the kidneys, it can cleanse the liver, and it's also important if you are somebody who suffers from a lot of urinary tract infections and who love to eat salty and spicy foods, because it may help you prevent gallstones and any gallbladder infection. One of the biggest benefits of lecithin is protection against heart disease. Now, as a reminder, cholesterol is not a bad substance per se, but it can help lower a cholesterol level and prevent some of the toxic debris on cholesterol from clogging up the arteries. So people who do use a lot of lecithin do notice improvement in their overall cardiovascular health. I think I should also mention that the lecithin can help us absorb our essential nutrients and supports the movement of body fluids inside and outside of our cells. Lecithin can be used and help our spinal cord and our brain cells from damage, and it can keep our brain in good working order. As a reminder, helps with memory and cognition, helps with speed of transmission in that brain. Lecithin is wonderfully beneficial to our skin. So if we take in a lot of lecithin, we are nourishing our skin, we are lowering our skin problems such as the acne and whiteheads and blackheads and other inflammatory skin conditions. I also believe that if you are increasing your daily intake of lecithin, you may help your physical performance, especially if you are doing some bodybuilding and some muscle building activities. If you suffer from arthritis, this same lecithin can give you some of those essential fatty acids that keep the bones and muscles and joints very strong, very pliable, and very healthy. Lecithin contributes to the development of the fetus's brain, so is very beneficial and recommended in pregnant women. So how do I go about my lecithin? Well, I typically will stick to the vegetable based, and we have the sunflower based lecithin that is usually in a powder formation, and then there are granules that are typically extracted from the soy plant, and then either of those powders or granules can be put into capsules to be taken on a daily basis. But I have to tell you, this tastes very good, very buttery, and very rich. So I will have a tendency to steam my vegetables and sprinkle my sunflower lecithin powder for a wonderful rich taste. The granules will also stay somewhat firm but somewhat melt and are a great addition to gravies, to meats, and again to some of those veggies. So there you have it, lecithin. Try to add some into your life. It is a very add-on, just as though you were spicing up your foods, and is packed with a punch and has a lot of benefits for the whole body. Again, I'm Natalie Kunzman, MD. Subscribe to my channel below. And until we meet again, be well.